Hi, this is Pascal here. So today's comment will be a video comment. So today I will show you not only the conclusion of my analysis, but the process. Great. So my daily analysis always follows the same framework. I first look at the markets, then commodities, currencies, futures, then I look at the sectors, and finally I try what to do with the stocks, where to put my money on the day. Okay, so let's first look at the markets. The simplest way is to click at the end of the day. Here you have what is necessary. You click on the 20 DMF and you can have the latest market direction model, the 20 DMF. We can see here that money has been going back into the market yesterday, so there's a positive divergence coming out. Most probably the 20 DMF will revert back to a neutral signal today. We can see here that we were short since May 29. Here we were short here, and we gain only 1% during this short period, and this will probably be uh, covered today. Okay, so let's go down now. Here we have the same type of signal, but this is updated during the day, intraday. Okay, we can here see that the cumulative tick is positive, so it's good for the market. What I don't like is that the market average total effective volume, which is a broad base measure of the money coming in, this is still negative. It's not very good for a potential signal. Okay. Keep the currency. I'm sorry about that. I will not restart this video. I continue. Okay. So I want to show you here. So I scroll down and I want to show you here the ratio of the sectors that are on a buy signal wait mode. You see that when the market pulls back, most sectors pull back. And at some point, there is a growing number of sectors that have pulled back so much that they are just waiting for a buy signal. So you see that the deeper the pullback, the strongest the spike here. The stronger the spike, most probably the nicer the buy signal will be. So here you see that yesterday, at the close of yesterday, only 30% of the sectors were in a buy wait mode. So this means that the pullback is not strong enough. Because the pullback is not strong enough, if you have a buy signal, it will most probably be a weak signal. This signal could fail. Okay. So that is what I can conclude for the market. The market will switch to neutral. We could have maybe a buy signal at some point, and this will be a weak signal. Okay. So now let's move to currencies and the futures. So I move to the database here. I click on the futures. You can see down here the futures are all negative. There is no positive divergence anywhere. Okay. So there is nothing new to gain there. Let's look at the currencies. US dollar. US dollar is very weak. Continues to be weak. Why? Most probably because of the Greek situation that is pushing the bonds lower, and this of course means that the people are raising cash in euro. So the euro is a little bit stronger than the US dollar. Okay. And because the US dollar is weak, most probably gold and commodities should be a little bit stronger. You can see gold is a little bit stronger. Oil, okay, oil, yeah, it pulled back, but still money is not leaving. Copper, copper pulled back, but still money is not leaving. So this indicates that money is still attracted by the commodities because simply the dollar is weak. But this could change at any time depending on the Greek situation. So this has not much predictive value here. Okay, we can look at the VIX. The VIX futures show that people are kind of afraid, but they are not rushing to buy protection. So, okay, no predictive value either here. So that's basically it for the sectors. Something for the commodities and currencies. Now let's go to the sectors. For analyzing the sectors, I use to go on the filter section. I click here on the filters, and here you have a link to the table that shows the daily activity by sector. So if you click on that, you open the table, you can see here the different results, and I have already arranged this table differently, and we can see here that you have the different sectors ranked by trust strength. What you can see here is that the housing, metals, materials, and the heritage, I don't know how you pronounce in English. Anyway, all these are positive, which simply indicates that interest rates are down, and that's it. This is only this. So there is no real predictive value, but I would not be shorting the market in this situation, and maybe the best is to wait for Wednesday. So another link that I use to watch here, in fact, you have a few interesting links. You have the stock with the best ratings. These are the top of the pyramid stock. The worst rating are usually the bottom of the pyramid. Here, the high supply stock, I often look here to find the stock to short. And then you can have a lot of other filters that are interesting. I will not go through these filters, except maybe the short squeeze filter. Why the short squeeze? The short squeeze is a list of stocks that are broken, that have pulled back a lot in the past days, but that have been also attracting money. So this could be interesting to buy, especially today, because the general market could be bouncing. So if I click on this short squeeze list, then I can start to see that some stock could be interesting. So I would take note of these stocks, maybe pass through the breakout calculator and see if I can come out with an interesting stock to buy. The final step of my daily analysis is to find good trading ideas. What stock to short, what stock to buy. To do this, basically the whole system is automatic, but I will explain how it works. First, I have here a list of all my stocks with their own ratings. I will open this list. You can see that there are about 1,200 stocks with all the data. And this data is filtered and brought into the pyramid ranking data. So you can see on this pyramid ranking that you have buy IDs on the left and short IDs on the right. You then have two colors because there are two types of filters that have generated these IDs. Okay, So you can see here the sector status for this ID. You have some short, but still could be interesting as a long ID. You have the sector ranking. You have the large effective ratio, the supply, and all these data. Okay. So once I have this, my next work is to run the breakout calculator on all these IDs and try to find interesting stock for the next day. So for this, I move to my own breakout calculator, which is a breakout calculator that includes a portfolio management. And on this portfolio management, I will simply launch the breakout calculator on all the stocks. Okay, this is done by this icon, and you can see we import all these stickers, and then we start to first import the data of all the stickers, and after that we'll start calculating the launching the breakout calculator on all these data. That takes about 10 minutes, so I will interrupt the video and will come back when the process is over. So okay, the process just finished, so let's see what we have. So here are the list of long candidates, and below are the list of short candidates. But these lists are now ordered by risk return ratio. So for example, here we have these 4 candidates have a non-available risk return ratio, so I will erase them. Then you have the strong risk return ratio, and then from here on you have risk return ratio that is lower than 2, so I will just erase these risk return ratio. Okay. So that makes a short list of long trades. If I look, for example, at MAS, I will have a look at the pyramid data of MAS here. What do I see? Okay, so I can see that everything is positive. You can see here that the stock is pulling back, money is moving in, so it's an interesting long trade. So usually I will go one by one to verify manually that this ID is interesting. Okay, so these are all the buy IDs, and the short IDs list will also be sorted the same way. So I will erase the first from there. I will erase those are below 2. Okay, here the long list below 2, because these are not very interesting IDs. I will also erase stock whose price is below 10, because for example prices, I don't want to short a stock that is about $1, so I will erase that one. Okay, and once this is done, what I simply do is to build the list, to export it so that it can go right away on the website. So, and this list, then you can find it if you are a subscriber. You can find it in the stock selection list. It will be found here in the trade IDs of the website. It can take some time to load. This is of course yesterday's list, because the new list will only appear on the website when the system will start at market opening. But normally I will publish today in the portfolio management section the list of new trade IDs, and I will write about the portfolio situation. So that's it for today's video, and well, let's see what happens today in the market. Bye bye.